It's a true battle of David versus Goliath. The team in the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, who even a state tournament appearance is a disappointing season, versus the Totino-Grace Eagles, a team looking to return to the state tournament for the first time in a decade. It's a Section 4 AA final between the Totino-Grace Eagles, number 3 seed, and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, number 1 in Section 4 AA. Here on your home for Mahtomedi Zephyr Athletics, it's SCC Sports. Hello everybody, Alex Westhead with you here, ready to go for this broadcast of this exciting Section 4 AA final, the first time in a long time that this 4 AA final has not been a battle between the Mahtomedi Zephyrs and the Hill Murray Pioneers. Hill Murray now part of Section 3. They take on Holy Angels earlier this afternoon, and we will get a final score of that one, of course, when we get to it. But of course, the Section 4 playoffs, as long as Mahtomedi has been in them, they have run through the city of Mahtomedi, George Smith Field, and here the Al Sandsgaard press box. Mahtomedi and the Zephyrs do tend to be favored in this matchup for reasons we'll talk about in just a little bit as the Totino-Grace Eagles starting lineup is introduced here tonight. Taking a look at these two teams, Zephyrs, a model very much used to what they are usually producing at the soccer season. They score a lot, they don't give up a lot. Big one to look at, 9-0-0. Against teams with a record under 500. You could either say that's because of a weak Metro East Conference, except for a handful of teams at the top, or it's just really good coaching by Dave Wald and the wonderful things that have happened here for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs over their tenure. Totino-Grace, a little bit closer in that goal differential department, and have struggled against teams with a record above 500, but take 3-8-1 with a grain of salt, as really those two teams have been close together. The Eagles have not been blown out by competition in the month of September or October. It's been very close, tight-knit battles, and that figures to be on tap here for Totino-Grace as they take on the number 1 team in Section 4 AA, the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Here's how these teams got here. Mahtomedi blazed through their first round matchup, 11-0 over Fridley. Fridley was the winner of the 8-9 matchup in Section 4 AA. Then, again, impressive over the Chisago Lakes Wildcats, 7-0, advancing as per usual to this 4 AA final. On the other side, Totino-Grace took down Columbia Heights pretty handily, and an overtime winner was necessary against the St. Anthony Village Huskies to win the final in the semifinal to advance to take on the Mahtomedi Zephyrs here tonight. So Totino-Grace is a private school out of Fridley. They take on Mahtomedi Zephyrs, a team that in state circles worldwide has been referred to as the Edina of the Northeast, but instead it'll be up on the goaltenders tonight. Sela Gravow, the starting goalkeeper for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, wearing 12. She'll be in pink tonight for Mahtomedi. Again, the goals against average for the Zephyrs, impressive, .50 on the regular season and postseason for the starting goaltenders for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. And wearing red in number 1 for the Totino-Grace Eagles, Caitlin Cantwell will be wearing the goalkeeper's red tonight for the Eagles of Totino-Grace. 10 games this season, a .750 save percentage. That's above average for a soccer goalkeeper. Goals against average of .280. That's a little bit higher than average. But again, certainly with the competition that Totino-Grace has faced out of a very difficult Northwest Suburban Conference, one certainly figures that she's battle-tested and ready for this prolific Mahtomedi Zephyr offense that will be coming her way tonight. Dave Wald, name etched in memory here in Mahtomedi as one of the most prolific and most successful state champion coaches of all time, especially in girls soccer. Again, making the state tournament is not necessarily meeting the expectations of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. They expect to do something when they get there, and they'll look to return for the 6th time in 7 seasons here tonight against Totino-Grace. So taking a look briefly as we get set and ready to go. Zephyrs have taken the field. They're in the home blue uniforms. Here's the top 10 in Class 2A. You see Mahtomedi in there at number 3. No other team in Section 4 close. However, there's a pretty big, significant matchup in 3. Holy Angels and Hill Murray. The 2 versus the 4. Talked about for years. Mahtomedi Hill Murray was oftentimes a state championship preview, but no longer. We'll see if the Pioneers are able to advance or if it'll be the Zephyrs only who will dance on to the state tournament. Two teams already know that they have gone and advanced to the state tournament. Zimmerman 3-2 over Delano earlier today, and Winona 2-1 over Byron earlier this afternoon. 5 other teams are going to punch their ticket. 1 other team will do so coming up on Thursday. But tonight, we've got 80 minutes on the clock. The Totino-Grace Eagles and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs set to do battle here from George Smith Field in the Al Sandsgard press box. Immediately, a foul is called here on the near side as Lauren Coy with the tackle delivered. That time on Zaylee Streeper. It goes in for a free kick here for Totino-Grace. Good turnout of student supporters here from Totino-Grace. And the crowd still filing in here to this beautiful facility in Mahtomedi. On the free kick, Katie Thomas sent it into the area, but it's cleared out harmlessly back to midfield. Allie Rippentrop. Look left side. Caitlin Moltzen was on the far side trying to run to that left side wing. It goes for a throw. Angum trying to go around 3 Zephyrs. Taken there by Allison McCleary, but it goes off of an eagle. Totino-Grace able to maintain possession. Angum trying to go into midfield. Instead, cut back out. Faulkner underneath it, sends it back ahead for Moltzen. Moltzen ball ahead. Goes to the right side, intercepted Lauren Grabowski. Both teams trying to figure each other out here in the early going. The 1 versus the 3 matchup. On the left side wing, Lauren Coy shot high on, looking top corner, goes over the line for a goal kick. So Fridley-based Totino-Grace, the better possession so far. First good look there for Mahtomedi Zephyrs results in a goal kick. Katie Thomas, a junior, to take it. Kaylin Cantwell still as a goalkeeper. Sends the ball long. Kenzie Keene off to the far side, goes over the touchline, and it'll be a throw-in. Zephyrs look to play with possession. As they'll cut it back once more in space. Keene all the way on the near side. Engum now with it. Tried a through ball. Had 2 receivers in the area. Olivia Schroeder as well as Zaylee Streeper, both in the area. Goes all the way back towards the goalkeeper, Stella Grabo. She's able to come out and make the play on the ball. Honest clearance. Goes off the head of Voorhees. Back in for a Zephyr throw. Lauren Coy looks to send it long on the touchline, aiming for the corner now. Allie Rippentrop cross out in front, past the intended receiver outside the 6-yard box. It'll go all the way back to the far side. Recovered by Mahtomedi. Cross back in front. Can't connect on that opportunity. Comes back. Coy off the pass from Rippentrop. Coy curls a shot in, looking for the far corner of the post. Instead, it will range itself far towards the touchline, and a great save again. Claire Faulkner. Back to the midfield stripe, Emily Metzel. Looking back left side, collided that time, did Lauren Coy. This will be a shot on, but from a long way out, Allison McCleary tried to spring the attack here for Mahtomedi, but the goalkeeper, Cantwell, comes out. Well, she can. On the clearance, it's headed. Left side, Elizabeth Thompson. Got back in space. Frieden. Back here near side. Grabowski sent it ahead. McCleary intercepts. Sophia Peer. Olschmied. Topped out that by CC Emery. Lauren Coy looks to start the rush. As the feeding pass once again fails, Cantwell comes out to make the play on it outside the edge of the 18. 5th minute of play here from George Smith Field and Mahtomedi, all scoreless. In the Section 4 AA final here on Suburban Community Channels, TV 19. Cantwell makes another play on the ball. So far, the Zephyrs, after withstanding an early Totino storm, been able to come back with some nice looks, but haven't been able to truly get a high-quality shot on goal as of yet. And clear to make a throw. Looking long, Moltzen. Fancy footwork attempted there by Voorhees. She cannot hold the line. Lauren Coy for a throw. Rippentrop. Sent back for Coy. Coy shot from a long ways out and a curling shot down, smothered by Cantwell. So even the shots that have been on target so far for Mahtomedi, they've been a long ways out. See that one? Took a funky curve right in the middle part of it where it just bit inwards. Cantwell was able to make the save. The ball goes over the touchline. This will be a Totino-Grace Eagle throw-in. It's a busy night again, as 7 of the 8 sections in the Minnesota State High School League girls soccer landscape will be decided tonight. We mentioned Zimmerman and Winona. They already know that they're in the state tournament, as Zimmerman victorious over Delano in the 6AA. Winona victorious in the 1AA earlier this afternoon. Eagles get it back in their own touchline. Fancy footwork there delivered by Voorhees. Trying to go left side. It's intercepted once more by the Zephyrs. And they look to connect it back out. Rippentrop sends the ball off to the far side. Claire Faulkner. Faulkner back into the area. Knocked down and over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. But other section finals to be determined tonight. The only one that's not determined today is Section 8AA. As the 2 semifinals there, a 5 and a 7. You have St. Cloud Tech taking on Wilmer, and then Little Falls and Alexandria. But otherwise, the other games are all section finals. Mankato West, Mankato East. That one was a 4 p.m. start. We should have a winner of that one. Same 2 for Section 3AA, Hill Murray and Holy Angels. That one was a 4:30 kickoff down in Richfield. Great footwork to hold the zone. Shot sent in on target, and Cantwell makes another save. So the Zephyrs starting to push that attack just a little bit, but Cantwell has answered every call so far this evening. Zephyrs look to respond with possession back in the midfield area. Time Emery makes the jump as the ball returns to the back line for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Other section championships in Class 2A. Way up in the Iron Range, Cloquet Senior High School, the hosting site, as Cloquet Carleton takes on North Branch in 7AA championship. Benilde St. Margaret and the Blake School, they'll take to the field here at 7 p.m. as well in Section 5AA's championship. So most of the state tournament field will be determined by the time this day is over. Eagles looking back in space. They try to maintain and try to cut back, but no such luck that time as the ball's reset back in the midfield area. Mahtomedi Zephyrs, a team 14-2-1. They haven't lost a contest since the last week of August, literally the first week of regular season play. And it's just normal with how well run this Zephyr team is. They're used to finding success and used to having it now. Metzel. Rippentrop on the near side, Lauren Coy. Try to send it long into the box, but it's intercepted. Frieden takes it back here for Totino-Grace. Rippentrop trying to take it to the corner, trying to draw the corner. This ball is sent over the touchline, and it'll be a throw-in. So Zephyr's starting to really flip the field, put the pressure on. There's substitutes now on for Mahtomedi and the Zephyrs. And Savannah Hardinger will enter for Totino-Grace. That one is easy, but 5 wholesale substitutions for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, as you see one such substitute on your screen. Presley Albers to make the throw. She's a new sub as well. Puts it at the foot here, Faith Pieper. Back to the far side. The cross intended for Poirier is over the touchline to the far side. Another Zephyr throwing. Zephyr's team are great. They are good. They are a deep team as well. Even though you start 10 outfield players, you could really play anybody on the bench in the Zephyr team and still find success about just about everybody. Back to the midfield. Settling it down, trying to the left side, trying to leave it for Faith Pieper, comes back to the midfield. Albers Albers able to win that battle. She goes to the 18-yard box. This goes over the touchline and another throw-in. The 10th minute now of 80 here so far, all scoreless. But after a first 2 minutes dominated by Totino-Grace, it's been all Mahtomedi since, as the header is smothered by Caitlin Cantwell, the senior for Totino-Grace. Just send the forwards up and there'll be a throw. Again, with the amount of chances that Mahtomedi has gotten, they are chances, but they haven't been dangerous chances yet. No second chance, no second sight of goal on the chances that they've had. And again, as the heavily favored team, the longer this game goes before Mahtomedi is able to put one in, the more pressure that becomes to the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Big stand-up tackle delivered there. It's ruled as a foul as Sophia Peer made a standing tackle on Camille Frieden, the freshman for Totino-Grace. Results in an Eagle free kick. Elizabeth Thompson, sophomore, to take it for the Eagles. Sent into the area. They'll come all the way back. Frieden tried to make the step. This one will go towards the touchline and saved beautifully by Rippentrop. Faith Pieper in the midfield for Unschmid. And the Zephyrs starting to pepper away, working towards this defensive line. Pieper. Sent further ahead now, Thiele. All the way back on the right side wing as the Zephyrs look to spring the attack. Olschmid, as the ball's taken away from her on a fine standing tackle by Keene. Battle for it now, Engum. Olschmid wins it back to the back line of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, and they'll reset on the far side of the field. This time the ball taken away, Olivia Schroeder. Schroeder in a race for it, cuts back. Schroeder tried to evade the stand tackle of Faulkner as the ball goes towards the touchline on the far side. Engum, great movement by the Eagles. Touched it off in space back to the right side. Streeper tried to send the shot in as the Totino-Grace supporters looking for a foul call. Allie Rippentrop sends a ball through, intercepted that time by Voorhees. Off the foot of Sophia Peer. Thiele looking back on the attack for the Zephyrs, tries the right side wing, tests Thompson for Totino-Grace. And the Eagle able to win that battle. Throw in Totino-Grace. Keene has it go over the touchline. That'll be another Eagle throw. Standing Totino-Grace supporters. Zephyrs seated for now. They're used to being here. Ball intercepted. Grace Cruz. Try to go, beautiful one-touch pass, but denied on the back line. So try the right side this time. Streeper too far past her. It's cleared over the line to touch. There'll be a throw in. Zephyrs set to make a substitution as Grabowski made the throw in. She's looking to get it back. She'll send it up the field. Peer intercepts for Mahtomedi. Peer off the right foot of Poyer. Send it all the way back as the Zephyrs look to send it into the midfield. Olschmid gaining space. Piper try the right side, looking for Poyer. A little too far on the run. It'll be a throw in. Pretty good first 10. But now each team starting a little more give and take on the chances each side has created. This ball's intercepted. Can be taken back to the far side, cleared into the Eagle bench. It'll be a Zephyr throwing. As a result, a substitute to come on.
In for the Zephyrs, number 2, Ingrid Linke.
Linke will come on. Ingrid Linke, the junior.
0 Teal, 3 Blair, 8 Pepper, 11
Taking all the way back.
and 15
Faulkner. Intercepted. Thompson. Up further ahead, Schroeder. Gets it back now to Cruz. This ball taken away, Mahtomedi. Stockton's trying to find it. Said we'll retry that right side. Poirier. Too far past her. Goes off of her foot over for an Eagle throw. It's definitely been a shift to the field since that first 2 minutes. We sit here now in the 16th. No score to speak of as of yet, but Mahtomedi trapping Totino-Grace on their side of the field so far. Race for the ball on the touchline, saved beautifully by Steeper. Zephyrs intercept. Further ahead, Rippentrop. She has Pieper to her left, but instead will cut back forward. Back line of Totino-Grace doing a great job of denying Mahtomedi those high-quality scoring chances that they're used to. Again, averaging for the regular season and first 2 rounds of the postseason, almost 5 goals against per game, or 5 goals for, rather. This ball goes all the way back. Keeper Cantwell comes out to play it. She's aided this time by the defensive specialist, that time Voorhees, with a nice defensive play. And the ball sent long. Schroeder looks to try the left side, but taken off the ball by Stockness. Pieper sent to the head. Pieper comes back to the ball. Pass for Rippentrop. Trying the right side. Looking for it on the give and go. It's sent back by Katie Thomas. It's intercepted though, Rippentrop. To the near side. Pieper sent off the ball that time. Great defensive play by Totino-Grace. These substitutions now as Mahtomedi rolls 5 substitutes onto the field. Totino-Grace with just 1. You know, typically you'd like to be able to announce them, but no such luck here with 5 at a time. There's Matt Thibodeau, head coach of the Totino-Grace Eagles. Located in Fridley, their colors navy blue and gold. 7-8-2, their regular season record so far this season. 3-6-2 out of a very deep Northwest Suburban Conference, the majority teams of which play in Class 3A. Mahtomedi, meanwhile, Class 2A, you think of who's in the Metro East. Largely the schools in the Metro East tend to play Class 2A by comparison. Ball reset, headed there by Metzel. With space, Schroeder tried to leave it to the left side, looking for an opportunity outside the 18-yard box. And a tackle delivered by McCleary, but a foul is called. Late foul called on Allison McCleary. And it gives Totino-Grace a gorgeous free kick opportunity. Each player running for the ball. You see just a little extension there and the player falling over the ball, but results in a free kick for Totino-Grace. Far side of the field. 25 yards out. Shot ripped through on save. Second chance. Score! The set piece works for the Eagles. It's 1-0 Totino. That's the difference so far between Mahtomedi and Totino-Grace, as the left foot of Olivia Schroeder is the one that gets on that second chance ball. Mahtomedi has not gotten the second chance so far yet in front of goal, but that time Totino-Grace able to. And as a result, Schroeder able to pick up the first goal of this contest on a beautiful set piece and a great second chance. Graybo had it before it was taken with the left foot that time, and Schroeder finishes it off to give Totino-Grace a 1-0 lead. On the back line, Sophia Peer with contact with the head. As they'll go back once more, Graybo will come out of the net to play. So now the question becomes for the Mahtomedi Zephyr team as we hit now the 20th minute of 80. This game a quarter old already. You've had the better of play, you've had the better of possession. where right now you're trailing. Don't necessarily need to change your tactic or your strategy so far. But again, Totino's gotten the second chances. Mahtomedi so far has not. This ball sent over the touchline, another Zephyr throw. So Olivia Schroeder picks up the first goal off the set piece rebound for Totino-Grace. The Eagles lead 1-0 here in the 20th minute. Presley Albers forced off the ball, whistle blows, fouls called, and another free kick. This time Mahtomedi picks up their first free kick. Streeper the guilty party here. This free kick will be roughly 35 yards out from goal. It'll be taken by Presley Albers. Another big moment in the game here for Mahtomedi as the Eagles scored on a set piece of their own. Can Mahtomedi do the same? Albers with the right foot sent it in high off the top of the crossbar of the goalpost. And it'll be down for a goal kick. Totino-Grace making a substitution. As they'll do so quickly. And the substitute, a returner, Camille Friedenwohl, set to re-enter. Katie Thomas to kick off. This time it goes off of Sophia Peer. Looking back in space. Cruz tried to feather a pass through down low. Schroeder, the goal scorer, to the left side. He's able to connect with Keene. Keene into the 6-yard box. Schroeder was the intended recipient. The Zephyrs get there first. And Keene sent back in. Towards the touchline, it'll go for a Totino-Grace throw-in. Schroeder is battling on the edge of the 18 that time with Emery. Sent back in space. Zephyrs come back to the ball, looking to restart the offense. Time this ball long to the right side. It's a race to it. Look at the speed of Pieper as she tries to race back and force the ball for a throw-in. She is successful in that endeavor. And it'll be a Zephyr throw-in on the far side. Emery sent the ball in, was looking that time to find Lenke. Goes over the touchline and another Zephyr throw-in. Results so far, I think that would shock many. Totino-Grace with a 20th minute goal. They lead now 1-0 over heavily favored Mahtomedi. Ball goes over the touchline, another Zephyr throw-in. Teams with substitutes awaiting. 2 for the Zephyrs, 1 for Totino-Grace. Ball sent back in, knocked down Voorhees. Standing up into the play is Lauren Coy, but she shoots it right into the defense. Spinning shot. This time it'll twist on the turf. The goalkeeper Cantwell will come out to make a play. Again, it's those first looks that Totino-Grace has seen on the defensive side. They've seen second chance off the rebound on the offensive side. That's led to the only goal so far. Zephyr's a good second chance team, but they just haven't gotten one yet here through the first 23 minutes of play. Trying left side, knocked down by Coy. Coy will cut back in space, shot from a long ways out and ranging to her right. Cantwell, she'll smother it for another save on goal. Kaylin Cantwell, the senior goalkeeper. So far, in terms of what we've seen on paper, a number of close games for the Eagles this regular season and into this postseason. You can definitely tell why. The goalkeeping certainly is there. She continues to frustrate Mahtomedi. Well, it might be over for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. A lot of time left, though, so we'll see. Molzan trying the right side. Cleared back out. A fine foot delivered by Thompson. Zephyrs looking to regain, but can't. Here. Will reset for Metzel. Hawk. Tries Metzel right side. This time the ball mishandled and intercepted once again. Metzel comes up to play. Lanky. Lanky for Mahtomedi. Standing tackle delivered by Cruz. Back in space for Totino-Grace. Frieden sends it over the touchline. There will be a throw-in for Totino-Grace, but first, substitute set to come on. Brianna Albers is one for Mahtomedi. Re-entering as well, Ainsley Olschmied for the Zephyrs.
And number 10, Olschmied.
So we'll have the throw-in set here.
In for the Eagles, number
Grabowski.
15, Swan.
Taken back in space. Try the right side, the standing shove back to the back lines, fielded by Thompson there. To the far side, looking for possession. Swan try to go further for the Golden Eagles. Totino-Grace Eagles, I'm not sure they're golden, personally. I don't know, you have to ask them. It's ball to the back line, Voorhees to get to it for Totino-Grace, watching it go over the goal line, and another goal kick. Great body positioning there by Voorhees to ensure the oncoming Zephyr could not get to the ball. It's a fine defensive play by Totino-Grace, and one of their captains, you see number 12 on your screen, Voorhees. Sent back in. Olschmied comes back to the ball. He's taken back in space, Frieden. She's knocked down that time, Albers. Spun back here to the near side by C.C. Emery. On the give and go, Lauren Coy with possession, trying to bring it back into the attacking half. That time the ball too long, you see frustration from Coy as she tried to send it for Thiele. Goes towards the touchline, and the battle for possession held on to by Totino-Grace. Metzel sends it long, looking for the header that time, was trying to find Moltzen out in front. Ball bounces in the 18. Cut back through with space. Olschmied with a standing tackle delivered, and advantage is given, as this time the ball is shot on from a long ways out, and another save by Caitlin Cantwell. Still so far for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. All straight shots, first opportunities, no second ones. Olschmied is able to shove Cruz off the ball, did not get the foul call. Totino-Grace takes possession anyway. Ball in the back line. Creates space now. Coy tried to come over to intercept, but instead Voorhees takes it for Totino-Grace. Lofted further along now, Schroeder, the goal scorer. Ahead to Coy. Tried a through ball for Thiele. Instead, attempted that time. Moltzen sliding tackle by Voorhees. Olschmied uses the body that time to create some space. Olschmied to the 18, shot on, save by Cantwell on the far side. Thompson sends it over, and it will be, see if they go goal kick here. There'll be substitutes. Zephyrs bringing on 5 again. Mahtomedi with just the 1. And again, Olschmied used the body well, as this time this ball just bounces. Look at that. Just care very, very well. This will be a throw in here for Mahtomedi on the far side here in the 28th minute of 80.
Whipping trap, 23, Olschmied.
So the Zephyrs awaiting the throw. Looking for a handball. The whistle will blow. There will be a handball. It'll be a free kick for Totino-Grace. Katie Thomas, the junior for the Eagles of Totino-Grace. She'll line it up shy of the goal line. So Totino-Grace team, number 3 again in the section. The team that on paper had been playing with good form in their last 3 games, including their playoff games, undefeated their last 3, but prior to that, a 4-game losing streak. Saw them lose to some of the heavy hitters in both Class 3A and Class 2A. Losses against Blaine, Spring Lake Park, Centennial. Centennial, a state tournament favorite up in Class 3A, and Holy Angels, arguably the favorite in Class 2A, aside from Mahtomedi. This ball taken back over by the Zephyrs. So a tough schedule certainly for Totino-Grace. It's paid its dividends now. So far certainly has, with them leading 1-0. Rip and drop. Racing into the 16, cross in front, and can't get the right foot on it to redirect it on towards goal. A great look for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, but unable to get that right foot on. This whole play created by Rip and drop. She attacks in space, and then a beautiful cross, but just a little over the top of her. And as a result, a goal kick for Totino-Grace. Ball taken back by Mahtomedi. McCleary for Olschmied. Trying to spin back into the area, but 3 Eagles forces the ball back down towards the touchline on the far side. This will roll close to the corner flag. That's beautiful positioning, as that ball will eventually roll over the touchline. It's an Eagle throw. Totino-Grace set to make a substitution, but they will choose not to, with a throw in deep in their territory. It's time to get a little more space, as the Eagles will be set and ready to make a throw. Looking to add to this, to the eyes of many across the state of Minnesota, unlikely 1-0 lead here in the 31st minute of play. Olivia Schroeder off the free kick and the rebound with the goal scorer so far for Totino-Grace. Zephyrs continue to push, but still haven't gotten that good second chance. And the only cross that they've had is a little bit too late behind the intended receiver. Free kick taken by Thompson.
Number 5, Jules, and number 7, Cliff.
She'll take it back. Elbers to reset. On the back line of Mahtomedi, coming up into the play this time, Stockness looking for Faulkner, but it goes over the touchline. It's another Eagle throw. Grabowski. A little long. It's taken back over Faulkner. Goes off of Olschmied. Keene takes away for the Eagles. Now another opportunity as Moltzan sends it into space. 3-on-4 for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Moltzan taken off the ball on a strong standing tackle. Grabowski able to take it back that way. Streeper on the near side touchline across center court. Go long was looking to feed Mia Silva up in front. Instead, another throw in, this time for Mahtomedi. Olschmied in space. Go back to the right side. Taken back. Olschmied looking for Pieper. Shot on and into the outstretched arms. Nice catch by Kaylin Cantwell, as she smothers the ball for the opportunity. No second chance on it. Kaylin Cantwell to clear. Mahtomedi looks to respond. Be an Eagle further as they get that first and second touch. Falker tries a through ball for Emery. This ball taken back. Reset near side, Faith Pieper. Pieper goes long, looking to the far side. Knocked down by Thompson. Silva will go back. Looking left side, Keene. And ball sent once more to the Totino-Grace back line. At some point, you have to wonder at what point you start just making the passes rather than sending it up ahead to your attackers and letting them go to work. Wholesale substitute set to come on once again for Mahtomedi. They'll send out 5.
Number 1, Emery. Number 5, Troy. Number 11, Elbers. Number 15.
Continue to roll the bench here tonight for Mahtomedi. Again, depth. The strength for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, but still needing to get that good look on goal. Zephyrs have had 5 shots. Totino-Grace has just 1 so far. And 1, the only one that mattered. The Eagles leading 1-0. Sophia Peer sent it back for Faulkner, looking for the right foot and on target. Kaylin Cantwell makes an easy save. He had action coming across that 6-yard box for Mahtomedi. But the timing on it just a little bit off to not be able to get that redirection on, and as a result, Cantwell makes another easy save. Now 6 shots to 1 in favor of Mahtomedi, but the scoreboard still 1-0 Totino-Grace. Stockness. Olschmied back into the midfield area. Looking long that time, Emery. This ball intercepted. All the way back near side, Faulkner. Faulkner tried to hold the touchline, could not. And it'll be a Totino-Grace Eagle throw-in. Lauren Grabowski chooses to go short. It's intercepted that time by Coy. Olschmied back over the touchline, quickly back in. Now Lauren Coy. Coy goes long, looking for Rippentrop. Comes back to the ball near the touchline. Tried to save it, could not. And a throw in for the Eagles. A throw off of Faulkner. Another Eagle throw in. Grabowski. As it bounced over the touchline, this time the flag will still point toward Totino-Grace. Spinning, nice play made that time by Engum on the line. It's intercepted and taken away by Sophia Peer. Peer challenged, whistle blows, fouls called, free kick Zephyrs. Official minimally involved tonight. Consistent so far, well done by this officiating crew. Shot from a long way on. Emily Metzel sent it into the area. This time it goes over the goal line. As Lauren Coy tried to come back and hold it in the field of play, but too long. Another goal kick for Totino-Grace. It's been a while since these two teams have met in postseason play. Last time that they met, period, of course, was Section 4AA final in October of 2021. Saw Zephyrs 2-1 win over the Eagles of Totino-Grace. Another throw-in. Totino-Grace set to make it. They look to put it into the field of play. Sent long this time. As the ball just too long that time, Engum tried to go to the back line. The keeper Graybow comes out to play it. Mahtomedi looks to slow down the attack. Looking to win those first and second touches. They win the first to the Zephyrs, and the second. Olschmied comes back for the third. Stockness trying to challenge. Hits high off the foot of Metzel. As he'll tussle for it there. Olschmied and Cruz continue to battle. Olschmied called for the foul. It'll be a free kick once more for Totino-Grace. 10 in blue and 5 in white. It's been a pretty solid back and forth battle tonight between each of these two players on their respective sides. No cards as of yet. One has to wonder if we won't see one before too long. This ball sent back in. Whistle blows there. There has to be. No, they're going to let it play. They will let it play after a hard foul. And the Zephyrs look to take advantage. Rippentrop on the attack, looking back to the left side for Faulkner, but it goes over the touchline. And what arguably should have been either a penalty or a great free kick opportunity for Totino-Grace. No advantages given. They just play on. Rippentrop in space, sent it over. Trying to get it off, but it goes instead off of Voorhees over the goal line for a Zephyr corner, their first. First corner kick of the contest for either team, as they both had an opportunity on a free kick, but this is the first corner kick. We'll see what Mahtomedi chooses to do here. They'll send it long into the area, looking for the redirection. Sent down, shoved down is Olschmied, as this ball taken away back by Mahtomedi. To the far side, Albers sent across over. Cantwell bats it in the air, right-footed, and a beautiful save. Not made by Cantwell, but on the back line with the defensive foot of Lauren Grabowski. Metzel comes back for it for Mahtomedi. Sent it long. Rippentrop will try left side, too far for Lauren Coy. It'll be an Eagle throw-in. George Smith Field here at Mahtomedi High School. Home of the Section 4AA final. The number 3 seed Totino-Grace leading the number 1 seeded Mahtomedi Zephyrs by a score of 1-0. Olivia Schroeder with the goal off of a free kick in the 20th minute for Totino-Grace. That's been our difference so far. Shots on target here in this first 40 minutes of play, 6-1 in favor of Mahtomedi. Zephyrs on the far side here in the 40th minute, last of this opening half. Sent it long, Cantwell going back to it. She'll slow it down. There'll be just enough time here yet as Cantwell will pick up the ball. Be hard-pressed to believe. Now we're in Mahtomedi right now. The Totino-Grace supporters have been louder today, and so far continued to cheer on their team. Ball goes back to the far side. Sent long this time by Thompson, as it'll be reset to the Mahtomedi back line. Metzel to the keeper, Graybaugh. And line drive sends back to midfield. One last chance for Mahtomedi if they have time. Sent over the line by Thompson. It'll be a Zephyr throw. But time not on their side. One last run for it. Rippentrop will battle down in low. And the position used by Katie Thomas. Ball will go over the goal line. The horn will sound. And a surprising first half of play here from George Smith Field at Mahtomedi, Minnesota, as the Totino-Grace Eagles lead at the end of the first half by a score of 1-0. The lone goal again coming off of the right foot of Olivia Schroeder in the 20th minute of play. And the Eagles 40 minutes away from a massive upstate upset in the girls' soccer playoff landscape. But 40 minutes left to determine which team will be heading to state. Totino-Grace leads Mahtomedi 1-0 at the end of the first half of play here on your home for Mahtomedi Zephyr Girls Soccer, Suburban Community Channels, TV 19.
Every year, more than 4 million pets enter shelters here in the United States. Many of these animals are rescued from desolate conditions. My friends at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. They help ensure that pets have a safe, warm shelter during times of need, especially during natural disasters. But pets need forever homes too. Adopting a shelter pet enriches the lives of one's family and allows shelters to help more animals awaiting care. Consider adopting today and take some time to learn more about American Humane's other work, including their efforts to rescue animals in need, certify the humane treatment of farm animals, help ensure the safety of animals on the silver screen, and protect our planet's amazing endangered species at AmericanHumane.org.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Yeah.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Oh man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
All right.
High school.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Food can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
A little bit of a surprising result here in Mahtomedi, Minnesota. as the traveling Totino-Grace Eagles, the number 3 seed in Section 4AA, lead the Mahtomedi Zephyrs at the end of the first half by a score of 1-0. Alex Wester with you here from George Smith Field and the Al Sandsgaard press box. It was a game so far that we expected to be heavily in Mahtomedi's favor. And in terms of the possession and in terms of the shots on target, it has been. But the lone difference, truly, is the Totino-Grace Eagles have gotten second chance efforts. A lot of what Zephyrs of Mahtomedi have done so far today is they've gotten shots from a long range. They've gotten shots from a long way out. You saw that first chance that time, and then this was the big one so far on that cross back over. But otherwise, on the whole, those missed opportunities, that missed chance, led to this opportunity here on the second chance as the right-footed kick delivered a goal for Olivia Schroeder, the senior for Totino-Grace and the Eagles. It's the only scoring that we have so far through the first 40 minutes of play as we get set and ready for this second half of soccer. Again, the big one and the big difference, Mahtomedi the better of play, Mahtomedi the better of possession, the better of corner kicks. But as in soccer, if you do not convert your chances, you will be hurt in the long run. And that truly where Mahtomedi has struggled tonight. They have not converted on the chances that they have had. Totino-Grace, simply put, has. And the corner kick and the set piece that led to that redirection off the right foot of Olivia Schroeder, that has been our difference so far in this championship game. Again, each of these teams had different routes to get here. Mahtomedi cruised with 18-0 aggregate in their first 2 games of the Section 4AA playoff. Totino-Grace was able to knock out Columbia Heights 7-0 the opening round, but then took overtime to get past St. Anthony Village and the Huskies, leading them now to 40 minutes away from their first state tournament appearance since the calendar year 2013. Zephyrs are set to start the second half with possession. Caitlin Moltzen is standing over the ball for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, set to kick this thing off once we are set and are ready to go. Indeed we are. As now Mahtomedi on upset watch. As one of the state's powerhouses set to fall by the wayside, but they will not do so without a fight. This time as Cantwell makes a quick save, an early play on the ball as she comes out to challenge it once again. Really the star of that half. Talk about Schroeder and the right-footed boot being the difference so far, but at the same time, it was the goalkeeping of Cantwell. Yes, the shots, arguably for a soccer goalkeeper, were routine, but they are still saves that need to be made, and Cantwell did a great job of that in the first 40 minutes of play. This ball's taken back over. Frieden in space. Eagles have something working here. They'll try to cut back here now. Engum blocked well. Taken all the way back here now in space. Grace Cruz. Cruz with a nice ball. Sent back through here. It was a great battle in the first half between Cruz and Olschmied. This time that battle deferred. Ball in space to the far side. Coy steps over the top of it. Engum looking back for the right side. Spun it on, but this time knocked out of the way by C.C. Emery. Battle back for it here to the near side touchline. Eagles and Zephyrs fight for it. The official on the near side, the assistant referee, will not have to put the flag up as a foul was called. It'll be a free kick to be taken here by Totino-Grace. Finals elsewhere in section championships. We knew that Zimmerman and Winona had advanced already out of 6-1. So now we have a final out of Section 2 as Mankato East has defeated Mankato West 2-0 down at New Prague. So they'll be advancing, will be East in the 2AA championship. This ball sent back over the touchline by Claire Faulkner. It'll be another Eagle throw-in. Otherwise, finals elsewhere. Cloquet 3-0 over North Branch in Section 7. So the Lumberjacks will be headed to the state tournament right now. Other scores in terms of what we have. We don't have a score yet for Hill Murray and Holy Angels. We don't have a score yet reported for Blake and Benilde St. Margaret's out of Section 5. But we do know that one team in Section 8AA, St. Cloud Tech, is awaiting the winner of Alexandria and Little Falls. Right now the Cardinals of Alexandria up 2-0 over the Flyers of Little Falls. So that state tournament field starting to be filled in. Zephyrs hoping to make the comeback as this shot on another smother once again by Kaylin Cantwell. Zephyrs running out of time. One thing when you have the full 80, but as we mentioned in that first half, when you're the high seed and you're either tied or trailing in the second half on your home court, well, it's a lot tougher to come back from that. Jumped in the read this time, Faulkner. Another throw in for Totino-Grace. Faulkner sends it back into area. Olschmied to it. With the legs of the official. Play will continue. CC Emery. Emery on the attack. Try the right side now, Thiele. Thiele across, but just got under it. Goes over the goal line for a goal kick. So Zephyrs have made the adjustment. They're not stretching the play as much as they were in the opening half, but now starting to still need that last level of execution here in half number 2. They just haven't found yet through the first 40 minutes of play and are looking for it here in the second 40. Faulkner set to make the throw in. The center official will send her back on her defensive side of the field. Now Faulkner to throw in. Thiele holds it near the touchline. It goes off of the foot of the defender, Keene. So instead it was over anyway. Thiele couldn't hold it. Taken back in space now. Engum. Try to go long, looking left side, looking for Keene, but it goes over the touchline. And a throw in for Totino-Grace. Keene back in the area. Pierre takes it off the ball. Thiele battled for. Won that time. Well done by Elizabeth Thompson. Back to the far side. Jumped on it by Frieden. Zephyrs will send it long. The Eagles will go back to their defensive side to get to it. Grabowski goes over the touchline. Moltsan watched it there. It'll be another throw-in. Olschmied. The ball taken away. Goes to the right side, Emery. Emery, a shot from a long way out. Spinning shot over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick for the Zephyrs. Cantwell made a fine save on it, but results now in the second Zephyr corner kick of the evening. They had one late in the first half. This is their first here of half number 2. Into the area, headed, on target, save by Cantwell. Great setup by Cantwell on the defensive save on the corner kick. Cantwell sends it long, intercepted by Mahtomedi. You have to figure Zephyrs are going to still get more chances yet in this contest. But the star of the show, not the goal scorer, Olivia Schroeder for Totino-Grace. It's been the goalkeeper, as Caitlin Cantwell has made a number of fine saves, especially on that corner kick there. Ball goes over the touchline. It'll be a Zephyr throw-in. Faulkner sent it back in for Thiele. Thiele near the touchline. Looking for the cross out in front. Sent it there for Grable. Ball's loose in the area. Cutting back, spinning shot, but once again, Cantwell comes back outside the edge of the 6-yard box to make the save. Yeah, well, even while Cantwell was beaten, just a great adjustment to come back and get to the ball. What a fantastic goalkeeper. Truly for Totino-Grace. Olschmied for the Zephyrs. This ball sent back into the area, sent back in space. Forced off the ball this time. Pierre with a fine tackle. CC Emery on the give and go. Thiele tried to find Emery right wing, but instead take it back over. Olschmied with it for Mahtomedi. Olschmied in the area. Stand up tackle delivered by Grabowski. Frieden comes back to it for Schroeder. Then they'll try the right side of the wing this time, looking for Zaylee Streeper. Streeper knocked off the ball, but she'll go back to it for Totino-Grace. Grabowski will send it further ahead. Can be taken back over by Mahtomedi. Zephyrs with the attacking form now, looking for a shot. This time it goes wide right of net. And another goal kick here for Totino-Grace. We sit now 48th minute of 80. Still 1-0 Totino-Grace for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs in the Section 4 AA final. Zephyrs looking to advance to the state tournament for the 6th time in their last 7 seasons. Totino-Grace, 32 minutes and change from advancing to the state tournament for the first time since 2013. Zephyrs' attacking form is on. The shot right on for Cantwell. She makes another fine save. At some point, the straight shots need to start becoming those 2nd, 3rd, 4th opportunities, because Cantwell has proven time and time again she's been able to handle the first shot, the first touch, and the second too, truly. Even when she's been out of position, she's able to get back so quickly. Be a tough test here for Mahtomedi to best her here in the second half. Play from the back line. Metzel. So going to the right side, CC Emery. Emery taking away that time, Elizabeth Thompson. Emery still near the touchline. Sends out across in front. Teely goes towards goal. Cantwell cuts it off. Calm, cool, collected Kaylin Cantwell. On a great setup once more by Mahtomedi. Emery on the right side. Great job to win that individual battle. Teely going towards net across from Emery. Teely couldn't get the leg on it as Cantwell made a great challenge on the angle. This ball will go over the top of the crossbar. It'll be another goal keep here for Totino-Grace. Teams will make substitutions. 5 for Mahtomedi, 1 again for Totino-Grace. The Eagles certainly have the ability. With the players that they have put on this field, they trust them well. But still haven't gotten the shot on goal, and now for Totino-Grace, defense, defense, defense. Truly the MO for Totino-Grace and the Eagles under their head coach, Matt Thibodeau. 9 shots to 1. Zephyrs in front in that category, but still trailing 1-0 here to Totino-Grace. Cut back with space. It's knocked down Poirier. Rip and drop. Tries the left side. Looking for it here now. Looking for Teely. Teely still back in the area, but taken away by Lauren Grabowski over the touchline. A Zephyr throw in. Olschmied sent this ball back on. We'll go back to in space. The shots on target continue to be far flung here for Mahtomedi, but still looking for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th chance. Peer, shot, goes wide right. Ball looked like it had a good trajectory to start, but once it got in that midfield area, just cut hard to the right. So a goal kick. Katie Thomas to take it. The windmill here at George Smith Field at Mahtomedi High School. Still, not even so much as a breeze in the night air this October evening in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Battle for the ball. Play will continue here. Thompson. I think that's perhaps the opportunity there as Thompson appeared to have grabbed jersey of Poirier. Could not do any more with that. Ainsley Olschmied. Back into the area. Moltzan shot on, save made by Cantwell. And certainly the defensive effort of Totino-Grace. Here the Eagles supporters asking to challenge her on the ball. Until they prove that those moves are worthwhile, don't want to give them anything and make that first move themselves. So if they let Mahtomedi make the moves, then they can react accordingly. And so far, they've been better reacting team defensively. This ball on the left side, held in beautifully. Mackenzie Keenan will get to it. The Eagle supporters are up. It will be a Totino-Grace throw. And I wonder if we're going to get a stoppage here as Keene is still down on the field. We will get a stoppage in time as Mackenzie Keene still down on the field for Totino-Grace. Let's take one more look at it here. You see Keene first that touch to make sure that the ball stayed in the field of play. And then the tackle delivered there On the last side, that's tough to go one way or the other with the card on that. The ball went towards the touchline. It was Claire Faulkner who made the challenge. That is a good question. Is that something that would be worthy of a booking? Or is that just playoff soccer? Now you'll see. Keane will go into the cart. And she'll be attended to here by one of the finest training staffs in the entirety of the Twin Cities metropolitan area here at Mahtomedi High School. Arguably, again, one of the finest training staffs you could find. Be a substitute on as a result of the injury. There'll be substitutes anyway, as it was a throw-in for Totino-Grace. And a game with already so much intrigue has added an extra layer to it here now. So we'll see what happens next. The official first set a throw-in. The ball is in the field of play as Elizabeth Thompson will be set to make this free kick for Totino-Grace, looking to add insurance here. And now Thompson will go back over the touchline. It will indeed be a throw-in as originally called. Whistle will blow. And what do we have here? Some chirping by the Totino-Grace students. And now the clock will wind. And why everybody stopped is beyond me. So we'll try it one more time here. Elizabeth Thompson's made this throw in 2 times previous. This time the third goes right to a Zephyr as Pierre jumps the play. Rip and drop. Cuts back for it. Instead it can be intercepted once more. Angum. An area defended by Pierre. This ball intercepted beautifully once more by Rip and drop. She'll send it back into the attacking area. Caitlin Moltzan tried to go further. Rippentrop on the far side. Looking on the left wing this time for Lenke. This ball can be taken back. Back in space on the right side wing now. Good attacking pressure, forcing the Eagles to just clear it out off the foot of Elizabeth Thompson. Will be a throw-in for Mahtomedi. Rippentrop hits off the back. And this should be a corner kick, and it will. It'll be a corner kick. Now for Mahtomedi, their third. Hit off the back of the defender Voorhees. Now a corner kick, the third now for Mahtomedi. Poirier set to take it for the Zephyrs. Into the box, looking for the header, but cannot find on target. Now the race back for the ball. See players holding hands there, but no foul either way between Ingham and Albers. Ball back over the touchline. And we'll have a throw-in to result here. We'll see if it's Mahtomedi's way. It will be. Ball back towards the Zephyr bench. Another Zephyr throw. 25 minutes remaining in regulation time in one of these team seasons. Great play made by Schroeder. As Schroeder battles for the ball, she's spun around. Whistle will blow. Fouls called on the Zephyrs. Free kick, Eagles. Advantage, of course, now for Totino-Grace. You can play with pace. You can play with time. Playing with possession. This 1-0 lead. Katie Thomas sends it deep. Looking ahead for Schroeder. Comes back in the possession of Frieden. To the far side. Kayla Ock sent long. Knocked down Voorhees. Back onto the far side. The battle for it won by Grabowski towards the far side touchline. Still held in play. Frieden went long. Jumped by Pierre. Pierre for Mahtomedi. Zephyrs have numbers. Looking right side. Poirier. Poirier tries the right side. She's forced off the ball this time by Thompson. Coming back to it now with space. Pierre lost it, goes over the touchline, and it's irrelevant as there was a foul that was called and a free kick for Totino-Grace to result. It's a physical battle. Started out as such, even more so now as the Contest has gone on. The officials have let it go. They've chosen to let the players play the results out. This ball long. It's beautiful for Schroeder. Schroeder race two. Cleared out of harm's way. A fine defensive play by senior Kayla Ock. It'll be an Eagle throw-in. Zephyrs set to make another 5-6 substitutions. Their next opportunity which to do so. There will be a whistle that'll blow as an unsuccessful throw-in as the Zephyrs look to take advantage. Cruz. This time the ball jumped by Molzan. Goes back towards the touchline and over for a Zephyr throw-in. Now the substitutions to take place. Now they will have to wait. Zephyrs are trying to get the ball back in play, but the substitutes will come on. As play will continue. 57th minute of 80 here at George Smith Field in Mahtomedi, Minnesota. As number 3 seeded Totino-Grace Eagles lead favored Mahtomedi Zephyrs by a score of 1-0. The only goal coming on a set piece in the 20th minute. Olivia Schroeder so far for Totino-Grace. Rippentrop back here towards the near side touchline, sent long out of play for an Eagle throw. Elizabeth Thompson into the feet now. Can be taken back over. Well played by Ainsley Olszmie. Grabowski bats it down. She will look for it in space once more and send it back into the area. Olszmie tries the right side, but it'll be watched by Elizabeth Thompson. Goes over the touchline for another throw. This ball knocked down by Engum. She'll choose to go back for Frieden. Goes back far side, jumped that time by Coy, but unable to do much with it. Grabowski sends it to the back line. And that's a whistle blow. A foul will be called. And frustration now starting to be on the person of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs as Kayla Ock is called for the foul. She argues with the official that there wasn't much contact made, if any, as the offended party fell down in front of her. It's a free kick instead for Totino-Grace. Thomas to take it. Ball a long way into the area, headed back out. Zephyrs looking for a side of goal. It's taken back away. This time shoved out of bounds. This will be either a free kick or it will be a throw-in. It appears as though it'll be a free kick for the Zephyrs. Emily Metzel sends it long to the back line. Looking into the area. Voorhees takes it, turns it over. Cece Emery. Emery tries the right side of the Seagull line. She'll have to cut back. Emery. Here near side, McCleary. Reset back to the area, sent long. Knocked down, Peer. There's a player down for Mahtomedi on her knees back in the midfield area. Peer racing towards goal. Challenged that time by Thompson as play will continue back. Whistle will blow. Now the clock will be stopped. And the player in the midfield area for Mahtomedi, who'd been there for about 2 to 3 minutes, now being attended to. See that number on the back of her jersey, Allie Rippentrop, the sophomore forward. Again, teammates coming to her aid and coming to her assistance. Thompson is down as well. You see on your screen the back line of Totino-Grace. Again, a relatively cool, comfortable night here in the Twin Cities. Minneapolis and St. Paul, 51 degrees our current temperature. And a high temperature for the low 60s earlier today. Certainly with just how hard these two teams have been playing, that you don't want to see the quality of the contest affected by injury, but now we'll see what happens as a result. Thompson starts to head to the sideline of the Totino-Grace Eagles. The Twin Cities Orthopedics staff continues to look at Allie Rippentrop. She's now back to her feet. With 3/4 of this game elapsed, every moment now so pivotal Perhaps a much-needed breath of air for each of these teams, as that pace was just electric back and forth between each of these teams. So we will see what happens here. As the ball will come back to the midfield area. Play was stopped by the official, so this should be a drop ball for Mahtomedi. 20:47 left to go. 60th minute of 80. As the Zephyrs still trail Totino-Grace 1-0. The lone goal coming 40 minutes of game time ago. Kayla Auk on the drop ball. Play continues, play resumes. Metzel tries to go long on the give and go. It's that time on the touch by Thiele, looking for Emery, intercepted by Totino-Grace and sent back down to the area. Battle for the ball. Schroeder trying to win it. It's cleared back out. And well cleared by Emily Metzel. Will be an Eagle throw-in. Whistle will blow as the Eagles were ready, but there was a substitute set to come on. It's Grace Reich, who was set to make the throw, will sub out. She'll be replaced by another Totino-Grace Eagle, this time Grace Cruz. Cruz, the junior, looking to make this throw in. Puts it at the feet that time. Thiele steps back to the ball. She'll tussle with Cruz. Sent towards the near side touchline, slowing down just enough to stay in the field of play. Thiele looking back with space towards the touchline. Still able to hold it, Thiele. Thiele inside the 18, taken to the corner. Voorhees, Thiele keeps it alive. Back in space, Cece with a shot. And it comes all the way back in space. Cleared back out again by Reich. Whistle blows, fouls called. Possession, free kick, Totino-Grace. Olivia Thiele with a great run, 70 yards on the right side of the pitch, able to keep the ball in play. That cross looking for Emery out in front. Good battle, second chance for Thiele, going in with Thompson. Thompson won the battle. Back in space, this ball's cleared back into the area, sent back down further. Cruz towards the near side touchline, unable to keep it in the field of play. It's a Zephyr throw. Whistle will blow, and now they're going to wait for everybody to get back as there were two balls on the field. This play will continue. Emery to throw. Looking long for Thiele. Thiele has to go through a 2-on-1 battle towards the near touchline. Ball goes over the line off the foot of Thomas. Another Zephyr throw. Emery trying to put it down in low. The keeper comes out to play it. Cantwell. Cantwell had to slide to make the play on the ball. So far able to hold on. Cantwell back into the area. Angam able to come through and make a play on the ball. Knocks Olivia Thiele over because Thiele was looking for a foul called. None such luck for her. This ball goes back to the Zephyr back line. Presley Albers on a battle one that time. Back to the far side. Touchline. Streeper trying to send it in on target. Graybo makes a save. Zephyrs with possession back in space. Thiele a bit further along, looking for it. Two Eagles collide, and the body position works there as Cruz was knocked down, sent back to the midfield area for Pierre for Mahtomedi. 1-0 Eagles. What kind of a finish are we waiting for here between number 3 and number 1 in Section 4AA with a trip to the state tournament on the line? Holtschmied. Eagle supporters want a handball, they don't get it. Emery. Spun near side, Thiele. Thiele doesn't have a numbers advantage. Cut back to the middle, looking to create. Tried to go out in front for Molzan, but instead it's intercepted. Pierre jumps the play. Pierre with space to the right side. Creates an opportunity for Thiele. Thiele cross out in front. And it looks as though it'll be a throw-in on the outside edge of a handball against Totino-Grace. Instead, this ball goes careening towards the goal line, and another goal kick for the Eagles. pair of Totino-Grace substitutes will enter the contest. Here is stamina and fitness to be tested between both teams. Elizabeth Thompson was taken off the field, now returns under her own power. You do love to see that when players are able to return after going off due to appeared injury. Silva returns as well for the Eagles. Zephyrs watch this ball back to their back line. Schroeder trying to cut it back for it now with space. It's time the ball intercepted. Olschmied played it with the head. Goes right side, Thiele. Thiele forced off the ball. Well played that time by Thompson. Sent back onto the second chance effort. McCleary sends it to the back line of the Eagles. Here to jump it. This ball will roll over the touchline, and it'll be a throw-in for Totino-Grace. Sit here, 65th minute of 80. Eagles still plenty of time to add insurance, but also need to play safely. And 7-0 over Columbia Heights, 2-1 in overtime over St. Anthony Village. How the Eagles have gotten here tonight to the Section 4AA championship game. Looking to return to the state's premier tournament, the state tournament, coming up for the first time since 2013. Ball goes over the touchline. It'll be another Zephyr throw-in. As a result, the line change set to complete once more for Mahtomedi. We're at the point now, remember, the winning team makes a substitution within 5 minutes left of the game being over. Clock is required to stop. So an extra added wrinkle certainly as we continue to watch this clock wind down here in regulation time. Peer, after getting the pass from McCleary, sent it further along. Now Faulkner to the far side. Faulkner forced off the ball. Great standing tackle as the player is taken down. That time by Claire Faulkner. And the physicality of this contest continues to ramp up. Yet the yellow and red have remained in the pocket of the center official. Thomas to take the free kick for Totino-Grace. This ball sent long into the area. Possession battled for, racing back to the middle, cutting back, spinning shot, saved by Graybo as Schroeder was looking for her second of the night. Ball's cleared long. Taken back for it, Rippentrop back into the contest. McCleary, Olschmied. Taken back over. Sent this ball into space, looking for it here now. Creating an attacking opportunity, Moltzan. Moltzan to the right side wing, trying a cross out in front. It goes over the goal line for a goal kick. On Moltzan, senior forward, following the ball into attacking space. Trying to cross out in front, but no receiver in front. Thomas on the goal kick. Hits off the head of Olschmied. This ball can be sent McCleary. Taken for Mahtomedi. Peer at the midfield logo. Peer around Silva. Takes back near side McCleary. Silva intercepts for Totino-Grace. On the give and go. The offense turning from defense. Goes back to the right side, Frieden. Silva taking off the ball. Possession maintained. Looking back in front for Schroeder. Challenged on the back line by Savannah Stockness. The senior defender goes over the touch line and will be a throw-in for Totino-Grace as they make a substitution.
Number 9, Ingram.
So Ingham back in, Silva back to the bench as the Eagles make a throw. We're in the 69th minute of 80. Second chance is finished off. The difference in this contest, the only goal for Totino-Grace coming off of the second chance off of a set piece. In the 20th minute of play, it was Olivia Schroeder who got the goal. Angum on the goal line, crossed it out in front, cleared back out to the area, Schroeder to finish it off, saved by Grabo! Grabo reaches back to save the season for the Zephyrs. Rip and drop. Tries left side, Pepper too far over the touchline, and a throw in for Totino-Grace. Stella Grabo with the save to keep Mahtomedi's seasoned and their postseason hopes alive. Pierre back in the midfield. It's taken there by Streeper. Tries to go to the right side. This one bounces towards the touchline. Another Zephyr throw in. Pierre on the throw. Stockness. Comes near side Poirier. Rippentrop looking for attacking area, sent it right into the foot of Voorhees. It's taken back over by Cruz. Beautiful one touch. An opportunity created here, but McCleary had the ball, forced off the ball. Stockness able to slow it down enough, and a fine defensive play that time by Metzel. Attacking opportunity now for the Zephyrs. Rippentrop in space. Rippentrop slowing. Looking for the left side. Try to put the ball long. Whistle blows. Fouls called. Free kick, Mahtomedi. Now hit the 71st minute of 80. Zephyrs will have a free kick from 25 yards out. Savannah Stockness to take it for Mahtomedi. Three-man wall for Totino-Grace. Whistle blows. Here's the free kick for the Zephyrs. Stockness on target, off the top of the crossbar, and still in play. This ball sent long, well cleared by Mackenzie Kane. Ball thrown back in. Olschmied. She's forcing off the ball back. McCleary. Ball bouncing towards the corner. Headed there, Poirier. This time it goes over the goal line, a goal kick for Totino-Grace. Thomas to take it for the Eagles. No need for Totino-Grace to hurry. Time on their side. On the verge of a massive upset in the Class 2A field. McCleary. Kept it in. Poirier. Taken there. Eagle supporters looking for a handball that probably should have been called, but Molzan looks to take advantage. Rippentrop. Olschmied. Olschmied looking for a move. One touch that time for Poirier. Goes back over. It'll be a throw in this time for Mahtomedi. Rippentrop. Olschmied. Shot with curvature. Comes back towards the near side. Battle for colliding, and Cantwell challenges. Player of the game for Totino-Grace, Kaylin Cantwell comes up big again. See Voorhees on the header trying to clear, and what a great read by Kaylin Cantwell. Pierre loses her footing. She's still down on the turf as a collision kept alive here now. Stockness cuts back midfield area, Olschmied. Olschmied the give and go. Rippentrop. Rippentrop tried a shot, but this time off the left part of the foot, goes wide left. And another goal kick here for Totino-Grace. Whistle will blow, clock will stop. As Pierre is still down on the field, Sophia Pierre, a junior midfielder. There'll be a substitution that will happen for both teams. Zephyrs with a fresh 5. Totino-Grace with just 1 as Cruz will head to the bench. And what a exciting conclusion here. Pierre able to get back to her feet. And we'll see what happens here over the last 7.5 minutes. Goal for Olivia Schroeder in the 20th minute for Totino-Grace. That made it 1-0. Stella Grabo The 67th minute just saved the season for Mahtomedi. Hoping to give the Zephyrs one last chance. Back in space, Olschmied comes back into the area. Olschmied using the angle, tries the right side. Race for the ball in the corner. Thompson able to battle for it there, but this time Emery with it in the corner. Emery wins it. Spun back out in front, left long for Engum. Engum cuts back to it, creates it in space now. Sent along, Frieden. Let's take it back once more into the back line area by Kayla Ock. Spinning are the Zephyrs. Looking for that sight of goal. Into the area, denied with a foot. On the back line once more by Voorhees. Back in space. Attempt into the area, whistle blows, and we're gonna have a handball that's called. And another golden opportunity for the Zephyrs on a free kick. Just outside the 18-yard box. Call it a 19-yard free kick. There's a player on to take it. Huge moment of this game. Under 6 to go. The right foot, low, line drive, wide right. And it results in a Zephyr corner. It's Emily Metzel who took the shot on the free kick, a low line drive. We're now taken for the Zephyrs. Emery to kick. On the corner, looking for that second chance. It goes wide over the line, and then a goal kick for Totino-Grace. Substitute for the Eagles. Cruz returns to the contest. There's that free kick. Again, that low line drive. And I don't know that a single Zephyr got a foot on it to redirect it before it touched a Totino-Grace Eagle. So frustrating for two good chances for Mahtomedi that just go by the wayside here in the game's dying moments. CeCe Emery trying to go for the right side, looking for Rippentrop. She's able to get to it on the outside edge of the 18, trying to save it back in the field of play. Rippentrop on the goal line, great save. Rippentrop lost her footing. She's able to keep it alive. Emery spinning shot, looking left side. It goes through for a goal kick. So Totino-Grace content to take as much time as they'd like. We are in the window for stoppages if Totino-Grace makes a sub. Rippentrop outside of the box, working her way on in, trying to go for the right side. There's a battle for the ball. Thompson goes to it here, won by Emery. Taken back over now, Albers into the area, looking for that redirection, can't find it. Set back on shot, off the top of the crossbar. Emery with the left foot over the goal line, Eagle goal kick. Now Albers got a great look at it. See Cantwell punches it out of the air. The second chance off the top of the crossbar, keeps it in play as it doesn't touch the football goalpost. And Emery looking for that second chance. Okay. Now we've got some language going on here. We'll try to cover that up as best we can. Taken back here in space. Rippentrop comes back forward here as there was a Totino-Grace parent that was shouting at the clock operator, using some adult language to do so. Certainly not becoming that of Totino-Grace. Certainly don't hope so. But again, also indicative of some of the unfortunate trends that we have seen. This ball goes back over the goal line. It's kept in by Emery, I thought, but no, a goal kick is ruled. Goal kick for Totino-Grace. Time on their side. 2:46 left to go. We're in minute 78. The official asking for the clock to continue to wind down. For play to continue. Swung by Schroeder, sent over the touchline. Zephyr throwing. Rip and chop. Looking for great feed, looking for Coy. Coy on a one-on-one battle. Coy cutting with space outside the 18. Coy spins, looking for a shot in front for Stockness. Coy takes it back. Rip and chop denied by Cruz. And the Zephyrs have to go back to their side of midfield to reset. There's 2:12 left to go. Albers looking back into the area. Stockness playing up. Stockness' shot wide to the right. Saved by Cantwell. So Cantwell kicks it back into play. Zephyrs with everybody up now. As this ball will go back once more, can be reset to the keeper, Grabo. Back in the area, Engum. Taking back over Metzel. On the give and go, Rippentrop tries to race for it. She's able to keep it alive. Rippentrop carried over the goal line, goes over the touchline. It will be a throw in here with 1:15 to go. Back into the area, Olschmied. Goes off the foot that time, back here for a Zephyr throw. Rippentrop. Kept down for Albers. He's taken back over on the far side. It's reset Grabowski. Sent back into the area. And go back to the left side, shot long, goal kick. Mahtomedi Zephyrs. It's been a while since they've been shut out this season. Their last shutout, 23rd of September at Benilde St. Margaret's. They've not been shut out in a loss since their last loss on the 31st of August to Woodbury. This ball goes back into the area. Keeper Grabo out to play it. She'll send it long with 20 seconds left to go. This ball back in space. Voorhees comes to challenge for Totino-Grace back to the near side touchline. Thompson sends it into the air, goes over the goal line, and Zephyrs with one last chance. But time runs out for Mahtomedi, and for the first time since 2013, the Eagles of Totino-Grace are headed to the state tournament. And so Mahtomedi, their promising season, they hadn't lost since August, now comes to an end in heartbreaking fashion, shut out in a loss for the first time since August. But Totino-Grace, again, give them credit. Great game, great competition, but just fell short at the end. And now will have their season end before making the state tournament. But it's a final 1-0 Totino-Grace, a great game by the Eagles and a heartbreaking loss for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs as they fall tonight by a final score of 1-0. Well, for David Schuyler, our Lynn Becker, and our entire production crew here in Mahtomedi, Minnesota, 1-0, the Eagles advance to the state tournament. First time in a decade. Here on your home for Mahtomedi Zephyr girls soccer.